answers with Bill Self.
Clarification were you asking for?
Well, there was a 6.5-second differential on our 2-for-1. And when he made the basket, took it out of bounds, there was a 1-second differential. So I'm just wondering how 35 seconds ran off. But basket was good, I'm sure.
Your team had 8 steals in the first half. How do you feel about their defensive activity?
I thought certain guys were very active and did a good job. I thought we got a lot of good looks down offensively, especially early, and didn't make shots. But we didn't play bad, but we got to have our bench play better.
The thoughts of the Hall of Fame coach, Bill Self. His fifth-ranked team leading by 13 at halftime over Eastern Illinois. You're locked on Big 12 now.
When did it mature and did you last really feel something beyond the extraordinary? Feel it now on PlayStation 5.
If you choose curbside when you order ahead in the McDonald's app, you won't have to wait in line when you get here. Genius.
Here you go. Thank you.
Order ahead in the app to save time.
Bring the drink out to your countertop with the Ninja Thirsty Drink System. Pick your drink. Still or sparkling. Choose your size and the Ninja Thirsty will dispense the perfect drink every time. With 4 drink lines and endless combinations, there's a drink for everyone. Make crisp sparkling water with a hint of fruit flavor. Thirst-quenching drinks with electrolytes. Drinks with B vitamins or invigorating energy drinks. Make thousands of drinks with the Ninja Thirsty Drink System.
Jayhawk fans enjoying the first half. Their team up 13 here at the break. Hunter Dickinson, 1 rebound shy of a double-double. 14 points, 9 boards in the first half.
Gosh, and look at this. You've got a big fella, an All-American that can dominate the game in every category, in every facet. Easy points in the paint, able to protect the rim, not only with that block shot, but altering shots. And let's talk about his hands. This guy doesn't drop passes. And when you're dependent upon the guard to be able to get you the basketball, they want to have assurance that they're going to catch it. And Hunter Dickinson does that every time. Not only catches it, but has the ability to score and make plays for other guys.
First half numbers, shooting percentage tells a big part of the story right there. 56 for the Jayhawks, 30 for the Panthers. Go down a couple lines. Turnovers, they were even for a while, and Eastern Illinois was getting some points off turnovers. KU turned that around late in the first half.
Yeah, they're not turning the ball over an enormous amount of time, only 6 for the half. But those are turning into baskets for EIU. And so that's something that the Jayhawks are certainly going to want to shore up and kind of cutting off their ability to find easy ways to score, because I do think they're doing a great job defending them in the half court, albeit Booker and Shelton are able to find their shot just because they're skilled one-on-one guys from time to time.
Aggressive defense for the Jayhawks. Blocks and steals, 7 blocks, 8 steals, more than their per-game averages in just 20 minutes.
That's off to a great start. 20 more minutes to play. Let's see if they can add to it.
Hunter Dickinson, listening to assistant coach Joe Dooley. Well, what do you look for from Kansas in this second half? What's Bill Self trying to get his team to do better here in the final 20 minutes?
I think it's not just be effective in spurts, but to try to extend those times of play where they're firing on all cylinders between media timeouts, which is about 4 minutes. And that, like that, will really be able to allow them to put their foot on the neck of their opponent to extend this lead and put this game out of reach. But, hey, Eastern Illinois is still in this ballgame. I mean, they've got some guys that can come out and get hot at any time. We haven't quite seen Cooper Jacoby actually get as involved as he is, as he's their leading scorer. He has a tough defensive assignment having to guard KJ Adams and Hunter Dickinson at times, and so his game is far from out of reach. And I'm sure Coach Simmons and Marlon London did a great job of helping their team make some adjustments coming out to keep fighting in the second half.
Tough assignment for Jacoby the other way. KJ Adams has been and is again shadowing him to start the second half.
Wow, so what a luxury at Bill Self's disposal to have your best defender be able to guard 1 through 5.
Shelton hit 2 threes in the first half. Panthers go 0 for 2 on this opening possession of the second half.
Even though that possession came up empty for the Panthers, Coach Self showing some frustration. The Jayhawks not doing a great job of finishing that defensive possession with one shot, allowing them to get that ball back.
Dickinson on the baseline. He has 16 tonight. Panthers had more shot attempts than the Jayhawks in the first half. You give up 2 more shot attempts in that first defensive possession, that's why Bill Self's upset.
Yeah, it's true.
Jackson with the knockaway into the backcourt. Stays with Eastern. 60 seconds into half number 2. Shot clock sits at 12. KU is going to pressure this inbounds.
See if the Jayhawks can continue the energy that they showed at times in that first half, something that's been an expectation that Coach Self has for all of his teams as 3 goes down by Ewers there.
Shooting that one with some confidence. Jackson uses the screen. Stops, pops, in and out. Harris claims the rebound. Another chance for the Jayhawks. Dickinson goes to work. Tough shot.
Yeah, if there's one thing offensively that isn't quite Hunter's strong suit yet, is when he has to play with his back to the basket, push off the block at about 7 feet, and use crab dribbles to create space and maybe spin. Doesn't quite cover enough ground and create enough separation to get easy angle finishes on that, which is why they like him offensively in a short roll jumper or finishing at the rim.
Soft touch, Jermaine Hamlin. It's down to a 10-point game.
Yeah, down to a 10-point game, and as you see the energy picking up there on the Panthers bench, Coach Marlon London out of his seat clapping, trying to infuse some energy into EIU.
Foul underneath the hoop. Dickinson and Hamlin getting after it. Second on Hamlin. Eastern Illinois out of the Ohio Valley Conference. Kansas 11-0 all-time against current OVC members.
Ohio Valley doing some shuffling around and conference realignment, as that's been known to be a solid basketball conference, especially with the likes of Murray State and Belmont, who've moved to the Missouri Valley.
Morehead State has been the dominant program in the OVC of late. Marty Simmons trying to get his team up there into that discussion.
So difficult to do that, as a lot of these mid-majors are having to fight the transfer portal, not being kind to them.
Color working in the post. Marty Simmons, it's his 3rd year at Eastern Illinois. They've had 8 new players on the roster each of his 3 years.
Yeah, and we've seen that from some of the other smaller schools that have been opponents of the Jayhawks, with transfers upward into the double digits. It's just so hard for teams like that to come together this early, as another 3 goes down there by Cooper Jacoby.
Single-digit margin at 9. Over the top for Dickinson. Hamlin walls up. Dickinson gives it up. Color with the fake and the drive. Knocked away as he hung in the air. Ahead for Lures, and Jackson forced to give a foul to prevent the layup.
Heads-up play there by Hamlin, protecting the rim as he's trying to fight around for defensive post position against Dickinson, but is athletic and long enough to actually contest and maybe even block the shot there of Kevin McCullough. An impressive effort by Hamlin.
Hamlin is a legitimate 6 feet 10 inches, 235 pounds. Lures on the baseline, knocks it in. Eastern Illinois hit their last 4 shots.
And Newers and Jacoby were two of the offensive players that were a little dormant early in the first half there by the Panthers as they get going early.
Harris, only his second shot attempt. He's 0 for 2.
I always like to see Juwan Harris be assertive offensively. Not quite sure that was the appropriate timing for that early in the shot clock as the ball had not gotten to the second and third side.
Heat check for Lures. Marty Simmons did not like that shot attempt. Adams, though, throws it to nobody. Jacoby runs it down. And Lures running the floor, lays it in, and one. Eastern Illinois rocking and rolling in Allen Fieldhouse right now. 5-point game.
We put up threes, throw up deuces, and make one thing clear. We've always been greater than 12.
A 12-2 run by Eastern Illinois has this game as close as it's been since the opening 2 or 3 minutes. Stephen Davis, Wayne Simeon with you. And Marty Simmons has to be really pleased with what he's seeing from his team right now.
Yeah, it really, really does. And I think it might have started with that late three-point shot that Tiger Booker hit there going into halftime, giving them a little burst of energy, and the Jayhawks coming out a little stale as they're refusing to go away and making this a ball game.
Lures finishes the three-point play. All 8 of his points coming since halftime. Illegal screen on Adams. Jayhawks turn it over for the 8th time.
Couple empty possessions offensively here for the Jayhawks, and man, I actually think that play that led into Ewers' three-point play earlier as Kevin McCullough uncharacteristically kind of gave up on the play. I think he thought the ball was going to kind of roll out of bounds, and big-time effort by the Panthers turned that into a three-point play, which in essence was a 5-point swing with the empty offensive possession.
Adams got on the floor, but it goes the Panthers' way as Jacoby knocks in the 10-footer. 2-point game. Allen Fieldhouse, sellout crowd as usual, a little on edge.
Oh, and I'm looking at the bounce and the body language for the Panthers as they've got new life into them, infused, and man, there's nothing like seeing the basketball go in and giving you a jolt of energy on the defensive end.
Nothing like throwing it over the top to KJ Adams for a dunk either.
It's nice to be able to do that and find an easy basket there. Even off a broken play, Juwan Harris is a threat when you've got athletes around him like KJ Adams.
5th assist for Juwan Harris. Dickinson knocked it away. Ball loose. Kansas ball. Dickinson, trailer 3. Panthers slow it up. How about this Kansas lineup? Things get tight. It's not going well. Who does Bill Self go with his 4 veterans? Jamari McDowell.
I like that. And, you know, I really think that this is his best defensive lineup. As we see out here is Jamari McDowell, who's got some really good reps in key moments against Kentucky and Tennessee. You know, even though he's not starting this season, he's finding minutes during the most important stretches of basketball, which has got to really help his confidence.
Threw it away right there and was gifted a deflection by EIU. Hamlin reached for it and barely grazed it. To your point, McDowell played 27 minutes in that game against Tennessee to wrap up the Maui Invitational.
Yeah, he certainly did, and it looked like that was Jamari McDowell's fault, seemingly. But I'm not sure where Hunter Dickinson was going. It looked like he had defensive post-up real estate there, and the freshman doing what a freshman should and post-feeding your leading scorer and your best player.
Harris, floater, in and out. Shelton trying to push it in a hurry. Murphy's in to give Adams a breather right now. Shelton working on Murphy. Took an extra step. 12th Eastern Illinois turnover.
And Johnny Furphy's going to have to get used to that as we saw the Panthers trying to take advantage of him on the defensive end early in the first half. As his athleticism from a footwork standpoint isn't the best, but I think his length actually keeps him an effective defender.
Bodies all over the glass there. Kansas pulls it out. McCullough, three. Panther foul. McDowell creating the extra possession by getting inside.
2 extra possessions right there, and I'm sure Coach Self loves that as he has his 2 freshmen being the first to the floor right there. Johnny Furphy and Jamari McDowell having the poise to find DeJuan and then get back up off the floor and to be able to get deep offensive rebounding position, drawing a foul and getting that possession back. Those are winning type of plays.
Into Dickinson. Right hand jump hook. Falls home. Hunter Dickinson with a double-double. 4th of the year, 35th of his career. 20 points, 10 rebounds.
Clearly the best and most efficient offense of the game for the Jayhawks is to get it to Hunter Dickinson in the posters.
Tiger Booker showing off, going reverse to avoid the shot blocker.
Man, pretty impressive there to use the basket as an apparatus to create a space and angle to finish that reverse layup. And man, Booker not starting coming off an injury. And you think about what this young man could have been like had he had not missed a few games and not had that face mask on, Rip Hamilton style.
Nice pull on the Rip Hamilton. There's Tiger Booker.
Nice little jelly with the left.
Matching his season high with a dozen. McDowell 5 of 6 at the stripe in his freshman season. First point of the night.
Rip Hamilton making the nose mask famous as that became a regular part of his wardrobe for much of his NBA career. I'm not a big LeBron fan, but I kind of like the all-black one that he's worn. Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics threw that out of the cup. That looks a little scary.
The all-black fan of the opera.
Yeah.
I'm a face mask only if necessary in basketball game. Crowd making noise. That's a kick ball. Booker trying to drop the pocket pass. Gets us to a timeout. Under 12 to play in the ball game. The ranked team in the country getting a fight from the Panthers of the OVC.
They did exactly what they did not want to do, and that is give Eastern Illinois confidence. Eastern Illinois went on a 15-2 run early in the second half to cut the lead to 2 points. Bill Self said this is anybody's ball game. Now he wants his team to play with pride and to win this game. Steven?
5-point ball game. It's really anybody's game right now. It was a 2-point margin just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, it really is, and it's really going to start on the defensive end for the Jayhawks, not getting into a trading baskets type scenario, but needs to get 2 and 3 consecutive stops and easy finishes on the end as they need to feed Hunter Dickinson.
And a wide open 3 on the inbounds, knocked in by Cooper Jacoby.
Wow, Jacoby started that possession just standing in the corner, no screens, no movement, and the inbounder was just able to throw him the basketball for a finish. That's unacceptable.
The weak finish by McCullough off the backdoor pass from Dickinson. Crowd trying to help out the Jayhawks. Shelton. Offensive rebound. They reset. Booker pass to Jayhawks. Scoops it home. Tiger Booker. Not making any friends here in the field house because of his first name. Nice. It down to 2 again. Harris unable to finish. Dickinson the rebound. McCullough will drive it. Counted. And 1. And the
Great finish there by Kevin McCullough. But I'm still baffled by what happened to that baseline out of bounds. Again, there's been several uncharacteristic moments from the Jayhawks defensively, especially their fifth-year senior leader, Kevin McCullough, who's got a couple episodes that aren't going to show very well on game film here in the next day or two.
And that probably won't be a short film session tomorrow either. Back to a 5-point lead, under 11 minutes to go. And the foul was the third on the Eastern Illinois big man, Hamlin. He has it up top. Shot clock under 10.
Marty Simmons with a head tap again, a high ball screen, just letting Tiger Booker do his thing and make plays, whether it's the basket or for someone else.
Jalen Gibson, no room to shoot against KJ Adams. 13th Panther turnover.
That's what you want to see there by KJ Adams, just guarding the yard there, down in his stance, filled with energy and passion, just refusing to let his man get a paint touch or even get a shot off.
Incredible defender.
You know, at times there can be all types of talk and emphasis about team defensive principles, and those are valid throughout the duration of the game, but sometimes you just got to sit down and guard your yard, to which KJ Adams did there that last possession.
Gets the blood off his jersey.
I don't know. I think by the look of the eye and KJ Adams, I don't think he's scared of a little blood on his jersey.
Issue with the finger of Cooper Jacoby as well. Working on him. Get it wrapped up. He's good to go. DeJuan Harris and the Jayhawks will have possession. Harris 6 assists tonight, Wayne. He's over 500 now in his career. 11th place all-time. He's moved past both Kevin Pritchard and Russell Robinson on the all-time list tonight.
Hey, a big tip of the hat there to DeJuan Harris as he's creeping up that all-time assist leader here. But gosh, the guy that's the all-time assist leader, Aaron Miles, a former teammate of mine. Are you kidding me? 150 assists. Better than the next guy. Who's that next guy? Jock Vaughn, name in the Raptors right now. I mean, that is a feat.
DeJuan Harris, about 400. Oh, no. KJ Adams again.
I love it. He said, oh, no. As you saw that develop, like we've seen so many times, Harris to Adams off the lob.
Kyle Shelton. Adams not letting him shoot either. Booker, tough three. Jacoby up for the board. 2 cracks for the Panthers. Nothing drops. KJ Adams bringing oodles of energy to Allen Fieldhouse. The defense and the dunks.
I think the word energy is synonymous with the name of KJ Adams.
Basket interference called on Dickinson. Panthers will have it. This is a Bill Self inbounds play if there ever was one.
And it's a pretty easy call when you've got a player who's operating in a completely different stratosphere than everyone else out there.
You hear the term in the NBA, 3 and D guys. KJ Adams is kind of a 2D guy, dunks and defense.
It's great to see him almost back to form.
There's the defense. 3-on-2. McCullough. Murphy kept it alive. Foul on Eastern Illinois. KJ Adams making it happen at both ends. It starts with his defense. Not even his man.
Such a great job as he finished that play with the scowl. You gotta love players that draw as much energy from defensive plays as they do offensive plays. And KJ Adams is that type of player, which is why he's such a vital piece for the Kansas Jayhawks. You think about the loss that they had there in Honolulu against the Marquette Golden Eagles. Obviously, some circumstances outside everyone's control that kept KJ from playing at top form, but it was his energy and athleticism that was really missing in that game as the Marquette Golden Eagles were able to give the Jayhawks problems athletically.
Kobe feeling it, able to get one up. Kansas pushing the other way. Good recovery, transition defense by the guys in the black uniforms. Murphy tries a three. Timeout called by the Panthers. We'll take it as well. 8:14 to go in this one. A 2-point game moments ago. Kansas back up 8 now.
Very much a part of the basketball brotherhood that exists here. I got a chance to swing by the hotel and hang out with him a little bit as he was on the roster during my recruiting process, and got thank yous and well wishes from other guys like Terry Nutter and Nick Bradford and Drew Gooden, a lot of incredible guys during that Roy Williams era. As I'm sure Marlon is using some of those tactics and techniques that he learned from his time here in his coaching repertoire as we speak.
And those Panther players thought it was pretty cool to see their coach's name up on the letterman's wall back by the locker room as well. Yeah, he said, you were this high school kid who got into the locker room after games.
I was that high school kid that was hanging around during summer pickup, hoping someone would pick me on their team. And I'm thankful for a guy like Terry Nutter, who was a vet at the time and the head women's basketball coach at Wichita State, that called a little shy sophomore in high school over and let me cut my teeth out here against some of the greats.
Tiger Booker knocking in the first of 2 free throws. Foul was on Adams, his second.
There's a fearlessness about Tiger Booker that, man, I don't really like. This guy has not flinched. He has not let this environment intimidate him. He's going up against one of the best defenders in the country and keeping the Panthers alive and in this ball game.
So Booker started the season as their starting point guard, gets hurt. He just comes back for this game. Do you get a little extra confidence, some swagger when you come back from an injury that, hey, I'm ready to go again?
Yeah, I think you do. And in a game like this where
extra step by Murphy,
you're seemingly outmatched, you can get a chance to play pretty free too.
6-point ball game, 7:40 left.
Pick your drink. Still or sparkling. Choose your size and Ninja Thirsty will dispense the perfect drink every time. With 4 drink lines and endless combinations, there's a drink for everyone. Make crisp sparkling water with a hint of fruit flavor. Thirst-quenching drinks with electrolytes. Drinks with B vitamins or invigorating energy drinks. Make thousands of drinks with the Ninja Thirsty drink system.
$7:40 to go. Curtis Townsend, Bill Self. Neither team's seen the ball go in the basket during live game action for a while. 2.5 minutes without a field goal for Kansas. 3.5 for Eastern Illinois, who will have it facing full court pressure.
Yeah, the game muddied up a little bit. Both teams needing to stay composed and find a way, even in the midst of scoring drought.
And a 5 count. Panthers turn it over, they're 14.
And that's the way to find a way. Keeping up the defensive intensity there. As you saw some aggressive and multiple efforts there, even on the baseline out of bounds, steals you a possession back and can swing this ball game.
Color unable to kiss it home. Eastern Illinois played 11 players in the first half. Marty Simmons has tightened up his rotation here in the second half. And starting big Hamlin on the bench with 4 fouls. Shelton with his first points since early in the ball game. Into double figures now with 11.
Yeah, that was a tough shot too, contested there by Jamari McDowell. He's trying to get involved back in this game, Shelton.
Adams scored it, but the foul came first. Kobe giving the foul his third. Shelton, one of 3 Panthers, double-digit scoring tonight, joining Booker and Jacoby.
Yeah, not nearly as an effective of a closeout, maybe as I thought I had seen a little bit earlier by Jamari McDowell as he came into it with the shuffle. Guy Shelton like that, who's already established a rhythm offensively, going to have a greater sense of urgency on that closeout to, at the very least, run him off that three-point shot and trust the defense behind you to be able to contest him off the bounce.
McCullough with the steal. One-on-one with Jacoby. Lays it in. Wanted to foul him and get it.
Had a little frustration there by McCullough as he got to the basket actually his last 3 shot attempts. Just hasn't quite been able to convert through the contact as he was there on that possession.
Crowd alive. Booker shakes Adams, but gets rejected at the rim. Eastern Illinois, Wayne, had the ball, chance to tie here, and McCullough jumps the pass.
Yeah, he jumped the pass there with a full head of steam, and you could see the look in his eye that he had no intention of passing that basketball to anyone as he found the angle to score there off that.
Open baseline Jay on the inbounds for Lures.
Second time Lures has scored off that. It's kind of a basic up screen as he got there to the corner.
He has 10 all since halftime. 3-point game again. And the Jayhawks get it to Dickinson. He hasn't had a touch with a chance to score lately.
Yeah, well, look at the number of black jerseys that are around him as you see multiple guys in drop coverage. As KJ Adams attempts an athletic finish over the top. The Panthers are playing drop coverage defense. It's all sagging back on Hunter Dickinson, daring the Jayhawks to shoot. And they're going to have to find a way to remedy this offensively because, believe you me, other teams around the country are watching. They're trying to see and to recognize what's an effective way to stop Hunter Dickinson from scoring and actually challenging, even daring at times, other Jayhawks to find a way to score, especially as they're trying to develop their shooting prowess.
That was the 4th foul on Eastern Illinois' Rodolfo Bolis. So starting and backup big men for the Panthers, each with 4 fouls. Now Marty Simmons not making a move, though, as the officials communicate with the scorers table about something. Marty Simmons. Making sure the foul was on Bolis. It was. Adams hits both. 8 points, KJ Adams. Decibel level, climate in Allen Fieldhouse. Jayhawk defensive pressure extended this possession. Shot clock at 8. Booker creates. Jacoby sidesteps and hits. Cooper Jacoby calm and poised.
An impressive play right there as he lifted KJ Adams with the shot fake because he's been so effective with that corner 3 earlier in the half for the 1-dribble pull-up.
Bolis with the steal. He's playing with 4 fouls. Booker attacks. Draws the whistle on Harris.
Not exactly sure Jawan Harris needed to swipe down on Booker with that hard foul. I don't think there was a potential of an easy layup there.
Bill Self using a 30-second timeout. Well, the defending national champion Connecticut Huskies are here in Allen Fieldhouse Friday night. Nobody in Crimson and Blues looking ahead to that one right now. It's all about this ball game going on at the moment.
Absolutely, a lot of ball game. You talked about the decibel level going up here with the fans, and they're doing more than just practicing for that upcoming matchup on Friday. It's needed here, actually, as the Panthers doing an impressive job, just showing grit and toughness, determination, refusing to go away, and within striking distance of being able to shock the number 5 Jayhawks on their home court.
Jayhawk Game Day Live, 7:30 Friday night here on Big 12. That's that top 5 matchup.
Looking at the guy right there that the Jayhawks desperately need to get back involved offensively. And Hunter Dickinson actually shoots the ball from the free throw line so well. I'm not convinced that they should try to force feed him and allow him to draw fouls to get to the free throw line for some easy offense if they're laboring in other areas.
Tiger Booker, 2 shots. Big night continues with Tiger Booker. 17 points.
And an efficient 17, 18 points at that. Isn't a volume guy, isn't necessarily hunting his own shot, has actually been able to create plays for other people as his effectiveness has increased and more attention on the defense has been given to him.
There's one way to get Dickinson. From the freshman, Elmarko Jackson.
And a big-time find there by Elmarko. Started with that dribble penetration. The backdoor cut there. Usually that play goes to Kevin McCullough there. Baseline drive to the baseline drift, but Elmarko Jackson recognizing a seam to find the big fella deep in the paint for the and-one finish.
Wayne, biggest lead for Kansas as Belize fouls out. Ari Simmons going back to his starting big man, Jermaine Hamlin. Jayhawks are up 17 with a little more than 3 minutes to go first half. Eastern Illinois has outscored KU since 40-27 as Dickinson finishes the three-point play.
I'm not sure that the Jayhawks will be able to close that gap just from second half scoring. They don't necessarily need to because they had a pretty good effort there in the first half.
Shelton missing the 3. Jackson didn't block him out and was forced to grab the arm of Shelton to prevent the rebound. No free throws yet. That's only team foul number 6.
Frustrating chain of events for the Jayhawks. Got to finish those easy possessions with the blockout and secure the basketball.
Hamlin just back into the game. 5 to shoot for the Panthers. Booker launching. In and out. Adams with 10 points. Gives up to Jackson. Dickinson isolated on the block, right where they want him. Harris, what a find of McCullough. All alone at the rim.
Great patience there by Juwan Harris to let that seam and space take place. I actually would have liked to see Hunter Dickinson take an extra crab dribble with that right hand and finish right over the top of Hamlin.
Color with 11 this half. Again, Eastern Illinois down to a single-digit shot clock. Shelton launches this time and buries it. Back to a 3-point game. The Panthers keep popping right back up.
And an impressive late shot clock offensive effort by the Panthers. I was actually skeptical, thinking they were even going to get a shot, as Kevin McCullough and KJ Adams were deep in a defensive stance, playing on the balls of their feet, very disruptive. But Shelton able to create on his own.
Fuller drops it to Dickinson. Eastern Illinois again with a chance to tie it with a three-point shot.
Marty Simmons holds them up, directing traffic.
Shelton slips, falls, turns it over. Timeout. Kansas have it back up 3 in a fight with Eastern Illinois. They have not had the lead at any point. The only tie in this game is before anybody scored. But this one's going down to the last couple minutes.
Yeah, last couple of minutes, and I think defensive rebounding is going to be the key here. Is surprisingly, Eastern Illinois leading in the rebounding category, 33-30, with 13 offensive rebounds.
Kansas basketball, starting 5 on the floor for the Jayhawks. Out of the timeout, Bill Self says getting in the 100 Dickinson. Bucket and 1. That was not easy. It is a physical ball game in the lane right now.
Yeah, we've already had a couple of guys give checks for blood, and that offense right there is as an assured option as we've seen the Jayhawks have all night, as Hunter Dickinson already physically towers over the EIU bigs.
Jermaine Hamlin just fouled out. Second EIU post player to foul out. So they've gone to Sincere Malone, 6'8", 210 pounds, who played briefly in the first half. Booker with McCullough on it. Attacks with the left hand. Blocked by McCullough. Kansas ball.
And a savvy play there by the veteran McCullough, playing without fouling, as we've seen Tiger Booker able to cause some havoc by getting into the paint.
10th blocked shot of the night for the Jayhawks.
Didn't quite have the rim to deter the block shot attempt there by McCullough.
Good look. Jackson not on target.
Yeah, I think that might be a little bit of a freshman mistake there. I'm not sure that shot is what Coach Bill Self wanted after Hunter Dickinson showed how effective he is with being able to score. But now we turn over easy buckets.
It's over off the field. Final Eastern Illinois timeout is used by Marty Simmons with a minute 28 remaining.
Saw some big-time animated frustration by Coach Simmons as he kind of kicked and flailed Bell, frustrated at that simple turnover that led to a run-out and easy basket, which caused this environment to erupt.
In a ball game that has been anything but soft in the second half. They were a little lax, it looked like, on that post entry, and it cost them 2 points the other way.
You know, Coach Self doesn't mind a tough, gritty fight like this. Though I'm sure he didn't quite expect this to be the case. As Eastern Illinois has, again, showed a lot of grit and determination. But it's great to see how the Jayhawks are going to respond as they've got the defending national champions coming into their house here in a short few days.
You talked about how they're guarding Hunter Dickinson, not letting him catch it down in there. KU just 3 of 14 on three-point shots, 0 of 5 here in the second half. That doesn't help either.
Yeah, and it doesn't create the space that Kansas needs to get other things going offensively. You know, what's interesting is Johnny Murphy, even though he's only 1 for 4, I've watched his body language even on those misses, and doesn't seem like he's showing any type of frustration or being rattled by not being able to miss, and you want to see that be able to happen for your knockdown shooter, because there's still a chance you might see him and that he might need to knock down a big shot even later in this game. Even as we've seen in late game situations, wondering which young guy Coach Self is going to go with. Here he's sticking with his starter, Elmarko Jackson.
Big possession for Eastern Illinois. Nothing on the baseline drive for Kendall Davis. And running out of time, throws it off the leg of Dickinson.
And a nice job by Hunter Dickinson, moving the feet, staying down, playing without fouling. Nice job by the big fella, showing some good footwork.
Jacoby bottled up. Kansas the other way. Harris fouled hard by Lewis. 2 free throws coming to Juan Harris.
And I know Jacoby wasn't able to finish offensively on that play, but man, EIU is getting some really good looks when it comes to those baseline out of bounds situations.
First point of the night for DeJuan Harris. Does have 8 assists.
With the three-point shooting being something to be desired by the Jayhawks, the Panthers are allowed to sag in defensively and not creating a lot of the space for a guy like DeJuan, who's probably more prone to get involved offensively by attacking the basket.
Shelton with a quick fire 3. With under 50 seconds to go, Kansas ball, 8-point lead.
Here we see Coach Self slowing the pace up, letting that clock wind down. Probably got some type of ball screen coming here pretty soon.
5 to shoot. In for Dickinson. Triple team, scores anyway.
No ball screen necessary. Run some misdirection to throw to the big fella.
Eastern Illinois out of timeouts. Trying to hurry. Spin cycle, Tiger Booker. He's had a wonderful night.
Living up to his name. Playing with some ferocity.
Into the front court, no foul from the Panthers. 5th-ranked Kansas will survive. 71-63, a final score that doesn't show how close this game was, especially in the second half.
Coach Marty Simmons has got to feel really, really good about the effort that his team showed.